Hello everybody, welcome to the kitchen inside of a Yakisoba restaurant in Hiruzen, Okayama, part of the Daisen-Oki National Park. And they're going to be making right here, that is the soba, you can see. The noodles. Yakisoba is one of my favorite Japanese cuisine dishes, teppanyaki. Teppon being this really hot plate that they cook upon here. And joining me in this live stream is Dean.
Hello everyone. I feel like you work here since you're in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's right, I'm in the kitchen. We're gonna watch them make this. This is our lunch. And then afterwards, of course, they're gonna bring it out to the table and we'll get a chance to eat it. Oh, hi. それは豚肉ですね。
いえ、箸は
おお、鶏肉。
鶏肉。
チキン。
鶏肉でいい？
あ、どっち、なんでもいいよ。
そう、待ってます。
Yeah. Okay.
OK。
So, what meat is that?
So that's chicken.
Oh, right. That's what I thought. Yeah. There's chicken, and the other one was
これチキン、これホルモン。
horomon. Oh, did you get the horomon?
No, I think it's for a different customer.
Oh, it's for a different customer. Okay, that's what I was a little bit confused about. Horomon is the innards, the guts, which is actually really good. Now they fry up the cabbage with the noodles there. Here comes the yakisoba sauce. Oh, they just dumped it on there. Look at that.
これが言われるソース。
Sauce. 秘密ソース。
ここらではタレと言われてる。
タレ?
The tare, yeah. And we've also ordered on top of it these eggs.
これが目玉だ。
Teppanyaki, hi. See right there, they're making eggs which are going to go on top of the yakisoba, which is really part of the
強かったら
experience.
焦げる。
わかりました。はい。
What a pile of noodles, huh?
This is
That looks
awesome.
like a lot of food.
That is volume. That is a lot of yakisoba.
焼きそばね。
Hiruzen yakisoba.
はい。だいぶ離れてますね。
まあ毎日たくさん作ってますよね。Every day they're making a lot, serving. I'd say like お客さん毎日何人ぐらいいるかな。
冬は少ないです。
今日少ない。冬少ないよね。
So in winter there's not many people. It seems very busy to me.
夏は忙しい。
夏は忙しい。
It's very busy in the summer, not so busy in the winter, which is why we can come back in the kitchen. If they're really busy, it's impossible. And we had to come a little bit after the lunch rush, but it is so worth it.
はい、これがあなたたちのがだいぶ半分くらい焼けた。
Oh, so that's ours right there that they're making. The smell is indescribable. We could try. What do you smell here, Dean? What do you smell?
You know, I actually smell something sweet. That's from the sauce. It's actually, can you get that?
I
Can you
get-
get the sweetness?
I guess that's why it's hard, because there's a little bit of everything. I smell saltiness and I smell sweetness. I think it's that beni shoga, which is a pink ginger, as well. There's the the cabbage that's grilling up there, the noodles, the meat. It's just so many different amazing flavors. I can only describe it as one thing: yakisoba. This is a food that's very popular at festivals as well, but you know.
これが多いが薄りがええか、このくらいでいいか、これの量。量はこれをこれに。
She put all of that
Oh,
cabbage in there and it
お
becomes.
すごい。
そんなにを入れた。で、
おいがいい。
おいがいい。ありがとう。
sorry.
She's asking us, do we
I
want?
thought she was saying that with the amount.
Yeah, do you want extra?
Why not? Yes.
Oi means a lot. Yeah, I want a lot, baby. Yeah, please. That's awesome.
このくらいでいいかな。
そのぐらい。
このくらいでいい。
Omori dakara. Yeah, that's cabbage is also in there. And moyashi bean sprouts. Sometimes you'll see that in yakisoba, which is also quite good grilled. Moyashi is such a cheap vegetable. It's like 19 yen for a pack, which is what, 15 cents.
And it goes with everything.
It goes with everything. It takes the taste of the sauce, but it adds some fiber and some vitamins in there. Let's get up close and personal. It's basically noodles pan-fried with cabbage. I guess it's one way you could say it, except that you can choose the meat, sometimes pork, sometimes chicken, sometimes horomon, which are the innards that have a different consistency to it. But the different regions of Japan have different variations of it, and this is the Hiruzen variation. Hiruzen is a place in between Tottori and Okayama Prefecture. This is Okayama Prefecture, and they have some amazing food out here in the countryside. This is more or less like a... Oh, できたね。Hiruzen Yakisoba 何がスペシャルですか？何が違う？多分ちょっと太いですよね。麺とか。
麺が太いです。
麺が太い。thick noodles. Yeah.
あとタレの味がなんか味噌入ってる。
味噌、醤油、お酒、いろいろなものが入ってますね。
Oh, so they got miso in the sauce.
これを焼きます。
She can't tell us more than that, otherwise.
The rest is a himitsu ですよね。はい。And then there's secret spices and things in there, I'm sure.
はい、おほろそば入ります。
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of soba. I ordered that size, I think. You got the regular size, right? It's sort of a secret sauce. Oh, this is so amazing. Thanks, guys, for joining us in this live stream. Beni Shoga.
Here we go.
Whoa!
What a portion.
これ大盛りだから。
Arigato omori dakara. I ordered a big size. Bradshaw Studio is looking good. Yeah, the beni shoga is the icing on the cake. It is the ingredient that's almost like a secret ingredient. It just adds in so much flavor. It explodes with all the other ones. The shoga is that hits that other side of the tongue, the palate. Oh gosh, it's so delicious. I can't tell you, my mouth is watering. And then there's the egg on top right there. Do you see that? Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Look at it steaming on the counter. Was that ours too, or?
That's not us. Yeah,
Oh,
nice
is it?
try. You got your eyes on someone else's dish.
Oh, that was somebody. This is ours.
This apparently is a 2.5 portion.
Oh,
So
2.5
yeah.
because I got the larger size.
いいですか
But
これ。
いいですよ。
入れにゃいけない。
Here comes the shoga.
Here comes the ginger. Load it up.
おいがいい？
はい、おいがいい。
これおいがいい。
おいがいい。
はい。
全部おいお願いします。
はい。オッケ
ありがとう。I asked for extra of everything. Oh my gosh, that is おい。
ありがとうございます。
ー。
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Dennis Bronham's with us. Oh yeah, I love the ginger on there. Thanks, Dennis. Oh my gosh, the smell is heavenly.
卵入れたら
はい。あ、今から？
見えなくなるけ、卵入れるまでの
おう。
とろみじゃない。
あ、
よろしい。
オッケー。はい、取りました。ありがとう。
はい。綺麗な時だから。
すごい綺麗です。色がない。
Hope you're hungry.
緑、ピンク、黄色い
緑ピンク。
色もあります。Yellow, pink, green, brown, so
綺
many
麗だろ
different。
夕
colors.
焼けみたい。それで言うじゃん。おばあちゃんに。あ
All right.
All right, that's ours. Let's go. All right, let's go take a seat quickly. Okay, take a seat quickly.
Here it comes.
Okay. Dean, I can't see. I can't see it. Dean, I can't see.
Like this.
Okay.
Hi, 始めました。
はじめ。
どちらから行きましょうか。
これ大盛りかな？
大盛りです。
大盛り。
あー、すごい。
ビッグサイズ。
あ、ビッグサイズですね。ありがとう。Yeah. Wow. You smell it, right?
これが波でございます。
Wow.
ます。
それでここに箸がございます。
はい。
隠してあります。
ありがとうございます。
Whoa.
はい。
あ、ありがとう。Wow, look at that. Do you see this? This is amazing. I'm so excited.
You know,
これは映らん方がいい。
I could smell them cooking this from the car park. The moment we arrived and opened the door, like,
Right, from the parking
Yeah.
lot. Right, we pulled in here and you could smell it.
it's hard to describe, isn't it? But
Oh my
Yakisoba
gosh,
has
yeah.
this amazing smell.
I'll put a link in the description to this restaurant for Google Maps so you guys can take a look at it. The shop is called yeah.
お名前教えていいですか？あ、いました。あ、Please tell me the name. このお店の名前は
山名食堂です。
山
Yamana Shokudo.
はい。
あ、じゃあカード見せね。This is Yamana Shokudo, and there's a QR code so you can screenshot that right there. That's the exterior of it. That's awesome. ありがとう。
John, did you know that they're all a family?
あ、家族ですかみんな。
家族。あれが息子。
あ、that's your son. 息子。That's your son.
こっちが
娘、daughter, son and
こ
daughter.
っちの左の方。
あ、左の分。はい。
が
それであとは来てもらっとる人。
はい。
はい。ここ勤めてもらう。時々。
あ、そう。何年前この店作りましたずっと。
16年か7年。
あ、7、はい。
平成16。
平成16年。
はい。
あ、私平成10年来た。そうです2004年ぐらい。
はい。
そうですね。なんで焼きそば作りたかったその時。
普通に話してわかるかな。私が英語がわからんけど、
はい
なんでったらね、結婚当初はここに来たんですよね、結婚。
Oh, get married and came here. Yeah.
はい。そしたら農業だったわけ。
農業 the farming, yeah.
それで農業をしとったけど、60歳ぐらいになった時のことを数えたら、考えたら、
Until age
自分
60.
が60歳になったら
Became 60
農
years
業
old.
なんてできないじゃないか
You can't work in the farm when you're that old, yeah.
と。それで何かに変えたらどうかなとか、
Yeah, what can we do? Was thinking about it. Yakisoba.
それでそばとお肉のお店を始めにして、
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, so the meat and yakisoba restaurant, and you can see they have horomon mo aru, toriniku mo aru,
それ
sugoi.
で初めは焼肉とそばで始めた店。
At first they made a yakiniku restaurant with soba, and then kawarimashita.
それか
Yakisoba.
ら始めた頃はここらの人が主流言うて
Hi.
主だったので、
はい
それでそれでやれたけど、今度はよその人が来てくださりだったら焼肉は外して、そ
Yeah.
れでそば中
Let's
心
make
に
soba.
なりまし
Yeah.
た。
So yeah, at the yakiniku was yakisoba
By
would be more
popular demand,
by
right?
popular demand. The soba wins over the yakiniku, so they just focused on yakisoba. すごいいい話ですよ。
今すごく人気ですよね。このお店。
おかげで
いやすごいね。
ここ熱いうちに
はい。
ありがとうございます。
材料全部ヒルゼンですね。卵とか。
材料今のはヒルセンですね。
All local ingredients, family run business. I love it. I love it. ありがとうございました。
それでまたマスクかけます。
いただきます。 You
ちょ
wanna?
っとあれが白身がカットになるけどね、もうちょっとになるぐらいがいいか
どうする混ぜた方がいい
な。
か。
はい、混ぜられた方がまろやかになります。
あ
そばがね。
あ。おお。
もうちょっととろっとしとった方がよう混ざるけど、ちょっと焼きすぎ。
Let's try it, Dean.
You ready?
Yeah, let's try it.
So good, right?
あなたたちには、あんまり合う味ではないと思うけど、
Ow.
合う
Ow.
Ow.
Oh shit.
本当。
もうちょっと日本に住んでるからね。
そうかな。
So, not everybody might like this flavor, but to me, we love it. まあ生姜すごい美味しいですよ。まあもちろん最初に生姜味ありました。多分 we got a little bit maybe too much shoga, but that's not a complaint. The meat is good. The sauce はすごい美味しい。あと麺もまあ柔らかじゃなくて硬くじゃないんです。
A little bit firm, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit firm.
麺が独特。
The,
勝山で作ってます。
wow. So the noodles are not too soft and not too hard. It's just right in the middle, which I love. If it's too soft, it's not good. But the sauce, なんかソースすごい美味しいよね。
She was worried that you wouldn't be able to eat this or enjoy this as a foreigner, but I think this is a really easy thing for foreigners
Oh,
to
yeah.
try, right?
でも味噌に慣れたりしとられるの？
あ、
味噌。
わかる。
わかるの？
わかる。わかる。
外国の人いたらソースとか塩コショウとかの味だと思うんですけど。
味噌。
You got it? Yeah, I feel like I can taste that.
まあ食事してください。それからお話があったらまた応じます。
ありがとうございます。
ちょっと食事中です。
はい。So she's leaving to give us time to eat. That's really nice, and she wants us to make sure we eat it when it's hot, which makes a lot of sense. The sauce has miso in it, but I think when you have a lot of ginger, my first reaction wasn't miso; it was ginger.
I just got it on my second bite. The first
You
time
get
I
it
missed
on the
ginger,
second
but yeah,
bite.
if you eat the ginger, yeah, it's a
pretty.
lot,
It's
but
pretty strong. The
that's
ginger.
what you get for saying more.
Sometimes more, sometimes less is better.
Less
But
is
I can't.
more.
I love Benny Shoga, which is the pink ginger. I love egg.
It's good
I
for
love.
you, right?
I love everything. What can I say? I'm really hungry. But you can see though, like when it comes to like Japanese cuisine, it's so varied. It's so much more than just sushi. You have, wagyu steak, of course, but it's more than that. You have teppanyaki, and that's more than just grilled beef. You can have noodles on it. Teppanyaki being that big grilled fry pan that they had on there. And you'll see this at festivals. You'll see it at places. I love it at festivals, but when you see it in a kitchen setting, and that is the main cuisine, and the restaurant just focuses on yakisoba. They hit that sweet spot. It's just so darn good, isn't it? Oh my gosh.
Can you believe I have in years? I think I can't even remember the last time. Even I live here.
Oh really? So
Like you say, it's something you would like a go-to food at a festival, or you know, there's so many varieties of Japanese food, right? That
yeah.
somehow it's not been in my life for so long. But welcome
Fried
back,
noodles.
Yakisoba.
It's so simple and it's so delicious. And this would be like, I don't know if this can be considered a meal if you have a lot of it, but some people might consider it a snack. It just depends. You can get this almost instant as well. There's different varieties, but when you have it fresh, it's like having ramen. You have instant ramen, and then you have ramen from a restaurant, and that ramen from the restaurant is so good if they specialize in ramen.
Festival portion would be much smaller, wouldn't it? But this is definitely a meal, right?
Oh gosh,
that's a normal portion.
Yeah,
You hear
and
people
mine's
say
a little
Japanese portions are small. I wouldn't say that that's small.
That's a meal.
And that's a monster meal.
I consider this to be a meal. Yeah,
Yeah.
I consider this to be a meal. So we can put this down, and then we can talk a little bit about. Bring this chair on over here. You guys can see us and hopefully hear us. This has a little bit of. There we go. We can pull that up and you can see us a little bit better here. We'll share some lunch together. Yeah, for me, like, for me, Japanese cuisine is so much more than sushi and stuff. And I think it can be really intimidating to try a restaurant like this if you can't speak Japanese, for example, right? But if you know from Google Maps or Google reviews and other food sites what the cuisine is, and you know the menu in advance, you know what to order. This is pretty easy. It's just yakisoba, and the toppings and the other things that you can add in there are customizable. And that's what makes it fun. You can have beef, you can have chicken, you can have ginger, you can have no egg. You can there's a menu of different toppings that you can add on.
They've done
to
a
there.
pretty good job of making the menu pretty easy to read, even if you don't understand the language, right?
Yeah.
You've got the little diagrams. This is the most famous one, this chicken dish, but you can also have it with the beef, bottom on the intestines of the beef or the pork. And then over here you can choose to have egg, you go that way, or shoga, or if it's us, we pick everything and we say, give me a combination of all of this. So I actually don't read Japanese, John, but I get by okay. People are very friendly and welcoming, and
That's most important. One of the great things with getting off the beaten path is that people are friendly and they're so happy to see you. Most people just take your time and be patient, and you're going to have an incredible experience. And I know a lot of you that have written to me and told me about your experiences visiting Japan, the kindness of strangers, especially outside of the cities like Tokyo, Kyoto, tourist centers. People are fascinated when they see people from abroad, and eventually you do learn a little bit more Japanese when you come out to places like this. You don't have to know it, but you do pick it up when you are immersed in it. And if you just have a smile and a good vibe around you, it's amazing how many doors and adventures open up as a result of it. Like when I hitchhiked across Japan, which is a fantastic experience. So Dean's got a ton of stories like that as well to share.
To that.
Yeah. So to tell us a little bit about your experience here in the Daisen-Oki National Park. What's it been like? And this is not your first time, right?
It's not. I think it's my third, fourth, maybe even fifth time to do the Daisen-Oki National Park, and every time that we've been here, we've had a very different experience, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've been before and done Izumo, where it's been focused more on the shrine and Shintoism and things like that. And we really want to go out to the Oki Islands next, don't we?
See, I made him talk so I could eat.
I didn't give you a very long window there, did I?
No, he's supposed to talk for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's the Daisen-Oki National Park. You can visit in all seasons. We're obviously here in the winter. And we can try snowshoeing, and they have ski and snowboard resorts here. Obviously, spring is lovely because of all of the sakura blooms. Summer is fantastic because it's so hot everywhere else, and when you come to Hiruzen, it's a bit higher altitude, so you can come and cool down and see lots of green. You can rent a bike and cycle around here. Yeah.
All right, let me see some of the questions that you might have here. Kate writes in here, when I visited Japan, so many Japanese people approached me simply because they wanted to practice their English. That's interesting.
That happens, yeah.
Yeah, even when I spoke in Japanese to them, that happens all the time. At the hotel, we were speaking Japanese at the check-in at the hotel, and this lady was so insisting on speaking English to us. It was almost uncomfortable,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, it happens all the time. You'll go up to people and speak to them in Japanese, and they'll say, "I'm sorry, I don't understand English." You know, it's just a default. If they see your face, they almost expect that it has to be English coming out of your mouth. So,
and she would say thank you to everything that we said, no matter
funny,
what.
isn't
Yeah, we'd like to check in. Thank you. And you know,
can I get your telephone number? Thank you.
Could you please do this paper? Thank you. Like it was so polite English. but it get a little bit too much after a couple of minutes of
Too
that.
many misunderstandings,
It's like,
and you're like,
oh, it was cute at first, and then
Japanese
it's like, let's just go back to Japanese now.
Yeah.
But then she went back to English, which sometimes we will then start, when we can't have her way, we'll start to get more complicated with our English and maybe pick up the speed a little bit to natural, and then she'll revert back to Japanese, which is something. If you want to speak Japanese, then start speaking English really fast, and then use complicated vocabulary, and then we will go back to Japanese. That's how I get around it, because sometimes it can be hard to learn Japanese if you're not if you're finding people who want to speak English.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right.
What else have we got going on here? It's Dean's last day out there. Is it our last day? It is not our last day, is it?
No, we have tomorrow, and we have 2 live streams planned for tomorrow out in the snow. So today is food again, and then tomorrow we're doing a forest healing hiking tour.
Yeah.
I've never done anything
therapy.
like that. Yeah, forest therapy is what it's called. And we're going to give it a try with snowshoes and walking across there. And we're going to try to live stream from a little town with all the snow in the middle of nowhere, Japan, in Hiruzen, which is beautiful. And then we're going to do a live stream in a small town, and a very interesting topic on Japan's effort to try to get people to move from the cities out to the countryside. It's something that hit the news recently, where the cities are paying residents to move out.
What a crazy concept.
It's a crazy concept, and we're going to talk about that in a small town that we could possibly live in tomorrow. And then I go to Okayama Airport, and then I fly back to Tokyo, which is another topic that I can talk about. When is appropriate to fly, and when is it appropriate to take a Shinkansen, and are there advantages to Shinkansen versus flying, or the JR Rail Pass? And that's something that I might discuss tomorrow in a 3rd live stream. I'm not sure. But first, we have Yakisoba to eat. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Again, I'll put a link in the description of this video. You can check this place out yourself, but I highly recommend that you get off of the beaten path and take a look at some of the more regional areas around Japan. It doesn't have to be in particular this spot, but one of the reasons I'm live streaming here is to introduce to you new places that other people aren't really introducing to you, I think. And this is an opportunity for us, not just to do it live and to see some of the things that you're writing. Again, I love the live streams because I can see your comments, I can get the feedback afterwards, but also because, like, I want you to have a very Japanese experience, adventure. And you can't do that if you're just doing what all the other tourists are doing. You have to come to a place like this to feel the hospitality of the residents, of the people in each regional area. And as I said in another live stream, every single area of Japan has its own regionality, its own culture, its own dialect, its own food, right? It's just such a unique thing. I made a little map here. You can take a look at where exactly we are right now. You can see Tokyo's on the right side where that heart is. There's Nagoya, and then we're here between Okayama and Tottori in the center, just to the east of Daisen-Oki National Park, and then we're at restaurant Yamana, which is on this road, which, as you can see, there's just fields around, right? There's just fields around the restaurant. So there's kind of, I guess you could say, the middle of a farm field we are right now.
Yeah. It's definitely the countryside here.
Yeah.
Sometimes you forget that you're like pretty much in a national park.
Yeah. I'm sorry, that was quite loud. This is them cooking before a video of it. If you want to see this, go back to the beginning of the video and you can go and check that out. Sorry if you were having headphones in there. I didn't think it was going to play. But Dean, any last comments?
Well, if you visit Japan, definitely think about yakisoba. And if you can get off the beaten track, then Daisen-Oki National Park and Hiruzen is definitely a place to come and see, no matter the season.
Well said.
It's waiting for you here.
Well said. And thank you to the ladies back there. ありがとうございました。美味しかった。いやまだ食べてるけど。配信終わります。じゃあ皆さん、すごい嬉しい外国人今見てる全。Yeah, please write in where you're watching from and I can read out to her. いやもうどこアメリカ、ヨーロッパ、アフリカも今ライブ配信で見てます。いや
Welcome.
Yeah, that's what they say when you enter in here. どうもありがとうございました。ごちそうさまでした。Thank you, everybody. We'll see you in the next live stream. Yeah, she's like, you better finish that plate.
that food,
Yeah. Bye, everybody.